Hi there. Let's get right to it. Today we're going to learn the letters U and W because basically the Q that we learned yesterday is useless without the U. So the U and the W have very similar movements, which is why I partnered them up. The U is essentially like two letter I's joined together with a hand at the ready, and the only thing that you're not doing is dotting them. So that is the U. It's kind of like waves in the ocean, up and down, hand at the ready to join another letter. The W is the same as the U, starts in the same way with, just like a U, the word W has two U's in it. So here's our first U, and here's our second U, except the W ends with a hand up high. I imagine it like a small child reaching up to hold an adult's hand. So once again, one U, a second U, but instead of going down, we join up high. With these letters, we can now combine our Q from yesterday and maybe do a word like quit. So we have our Q, remember, going to the right and joining immediately to the U. Then we have our I and our T. It's a lot of up and down, and only after we've written the word do we go back and cross and dot. We could also do the word quiet. Q, U, then I've got the I. Now it's looking kind of like a W, but I'm coming back down. I'm going to do the E and my T, and I go back and I dot and cross. I could also do the word quilt. The I, it looks almost exactly like quiet, except the L goes the full length, whereas the E just went halfway. Can also use my W, maybe do a word like wiggle, practice my G from yesterday. So the W joins up high, even if it's holding hands with an I. So here's my I, and I'm going to go immediately into a G, a second G, and then my L and E, and then I go back and dot. That's wiggle. I could also do wag, like a dog wagging its tail. So the W joins up high. This is our first joining up high letter. And I go directly into my next letters. Could also do the word wall. Even if I was writing the word will or well, W will always join up high with its next letter. Finally, I'm going to practice that G. I'm going to go for giggle. It's going to give us a lot of practice. One G, a second G, a third G, and the L and E. Remember to go back and dot that I. Now it's your turn to practice.